basically weight loss. My name is Mubiru Rayan. I'm a recognized manager under the marketing plan of Forever Living Products. I'm also a student pursuing a bachelor's degree in human nutrition and dietetics. So I'll basically show you how weight loss can be made much easier, even when at some point it seems to be one of the most difficult tasks that we've ever been given, we as human beings generally. So globally, we have what we call as non-communicable diseases. And these non-communicable diseases, of course, we mean diseases that can't be transferred just from one person to the other. But of course, they have several reasons as to why one can get them. But globally, they cause over about 41% deaths. And that's also the same case in Uganda. And these non-communicable diseases I'm talking about, we have things like hypertension, and this affects roughly 23.5%. And diabetes, it also still affects about 3.3%. And we have almost 19.3% people, they are overweight, and 9.8% they are obese. And this comes as a result of them having poor lifestyle changes. And we've seen several cases of several people battling things like hypertension, that's high blood pressure. Realize most of these individuals, the number one cause is basically having a lot of fat. In other words, most of them are out that weight that their body is not supposed to have. And there is a close link between obesity, all extra weight, and non-communicable diseases. Chances are so high that most of the victims that are having these non-communicable diseases, they're most likely to be having a lot of weight. And things like heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, one of the best ways that one can fight these non-communicable diseases is by at least maintaining that weight that is a bit healthier. So I always interact with several clients, several individuals, realize most of them when they're battling maybe hypertension, there is a certain percentage that always has that extra weight that they need to lose. And we've seen several cases whereby many people have managed to reverse these several conditions like diabetes by just losing some extra kgs, or they've been able to overcome things like hypertension by just losing maybe 5 kgs or even 2 kgs. So that's how bad weight can actually get to if one just maybe decides not to give that strong attention to their weight. So weight loss reduces, like I've told you, weight loss can reduce risks of several conditions. One can easily reverse diabetes type 2 if they tend to lose just a certain amount of kgs. Or one can even reverse hypertension from maybe a certain figure that has been quite high to a normal range by just losing some extra kgs. Because when you gain weight, there is this certain type of fat that again it's called visceral fat. Usually, this type of fat surrounds our internal organs, and you can't see this type of fat physically, but it is just inside. So when you gain fat, that type of fat is the most deadly type of fat because it is metabolically active. So it keeps on increasing a lot of inflammation within your body, and with time, you'll realize that you end up getting conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and other different cardiovascular diseases. But when you lose weight, you can actually reduce the risk of you getting these conditions. We are saying you can reduce the risk because there are also other different factors that can at least cause these conditions. But globally, it is weight that at some point gives you those higher chances of you getting such conditions. And weight management is very crucial in preventing premature death because back then we used to think that maybe these conditions like hypertension, diabetes, joint issues, etc., were just for the elderly people. But we've seen several cases whereby young people, someone of 19 years, 18 years, they have been diagnosed with diabetes type 2. People have issues with their hormones just because of having extra weight. That's how bad when you just overlook this issue of you managing your weight, things can go from left to right. So, I mean, from right to left. And we've seen several kids, just because of what they feed on at home, realize these kids long run start getting metabolic syndrome. With the metabolic syndrome, I mean conditions like hypertension, stroke, heart disease, etc., just because of what they feed on at home. So that's how bad if you don't give a keen eye to your weight, you can actually face premature death regardless of your age. So it doesn't matter the age, you can still die because of just not minding what you're eating or your lifestyle change choices. Uh, so we have several reasons, several conditions that one can easily get. And some of these indicators that, okay, currently my health is not in a good state, realize you'll start having issues with your slow metabolism. You also still get food cravings. You also start getting emotional eating. With emotional eating, we've seen people whereby the type of food they eat, it's usually triggered by their emotions. Maybe someone is sad, maybe they are depressed. They always crave for junk food, and usually junk food has a lot of dense calories. It has a lot of calories that they are not healthy, but they are increasing the amount of unnecessary calories that you're consuming. Realize when you have such a life whereby you always consume these junk foods, you will find yourself that your body can't even take it more. So realize you're most likely to get conditions like diabetes or even hypertension. And then we've also seen very many individuals, they always find it difficult in maintaining healthy habits because of several reasons. Maybe it could be their life-work balance. Maybe it could be just hormonal imbalance issues. Maybe it could be maybe their health conditions, etc. But then such individuals always want to get a better solution. And usually one of the reasons as to why one can fail to of course, at some point, your body can also dictate, and then you realize you'll not be able to lose the weight. But these are some of the problems that usually most people face. One can easily have a slow metabolism. They want to lose weight, but they will not lose weight because of their metabolic rate. And this comes as a result of different conditions. For some people, it could be just mineral deficiencies. For some people, it could be just hormonal imbalances. For some people, it could be even a mental issue that is making them have a slow metabolic rate, because we've seen several conditions whereby people can undergo several things. What they do can be triggered by just their emotions. And also, some individuals have a tendency of not having energy for physical activity. Usually, someone wants to lose weight, but because of their insufficiency when it comes to energy levels, they will not be able to do those high-intensity workouts so that they can even burn more calories or even build more muscle mass, which is very crucial. So these are some of the common challenges that one can easily face. So if you're there and maybe you've been facing some of these challenges, just know you're not alone. Most of the people want to lose weight, usually they have a difficulty in losing weight just because of their slow metabolic rate. They have food cravings. Some are even facing a challenge of emotional eating and even lacking energy. So these are some of the common challenges that you can easily face just because. So we have a solution, and this is the Forever Living Products Weight Management. And we have what we call as the C9 program. And this program, basically, it's a natural and safe package that comprises of different 5 supplements. I usually call it the Kickstarter because it gives you that solid foundation that you need when it comes to weight management. And it basically focuses on detoxification, because we always know however much we have our internal organs that are going to do the detoxification for you, but then there is at a need for you to have that extra boost, because realize because of maybe our 21st generation or 21st century, most of us majorly depend on more of junk food. Realize that the body at some point it's usually overwhelmed, whereby the toxins are piling up at a higher rate, and then your body at some point fails. We've seen people battling kidney failure just because of what they eat or just because of how they live. Maybe some are drinking heavily, maybe some are smoking heavily, maybe the type of food you're consuming, the contamination, the pollution, and many other different factors. So this program basically aids your body, and it allows you to have that solid foundation. When it comes to detoxification, boosting your metabolism, and nutrition. With nutrition, it means you get to get those several nutrients that your body misses out when you eat food, but then you also feel that nutritional gap. You'll have lots of different vitamins, minerals, macronutrients like protein, etc. So you will be sorted when you use these amazing products with the C9 program. And the good part about this program, it's going to help you build those sustainable habits. With sustainable habits, we've seen several people using several programs whereby one tries a weight loss kit, but then because of how it runs, one can't easily maintain the sustainable habits. And of course, that means after that certain program, one can easily get back that weight they lost during the program. So usually when you're using a CNN program, we majorly entirely focus more on those sustainable habits that you can easily keep up with, so that you can even keep the new results that you've managed to attain with the CNN program and even lose more after the program. So this package basically resets your body. It helps you cleanse the toxins, and also it helps you work on the issue of that slow metabolism. So like I told you, many people have several reasons as to why they've maybe failed to lose weight. Some, it could be just slow metabolic rate because of different reasons. But then this program helps you correct that metabolic disorder. So you're able to boost your metabolism and also cleanse thoroughly. It also still supports the initial weight loss and also supports you to it shows you how to eat healthy, so you'll develop those good eating habits that are key when it comes to weight management. So it includes a nutritional guide and exercise tips that can help you, show you what to do, and be that are key points that you can lean on throughout your journey. And the benefits of this, of course, it's fast and effective. Like I told you, it gives you that solid foundation when it comes to weight management. Imagine just 9 days, you'll have all the thorough knowledge that you need to help you give you this push throughout your journey when it comes to weight loss. And it also still help you reduce those cravings, because we've seen several people, maybe they're trying to lose weight, but because of the unnecessary cravings, they end up consuming a lot of calories than what they're supposed to consume. So they will honestly fail at losing weight. But then because of this amazing combo, you're able to reduce the cravings and also keep within that limited calorie consumption, and then you can easily burn the calories. And then also this kit will also still help you increase your energy. So maybe in case you're working out, you don't have that energy, maybe you always have the fatigue. It could be because of work, maybe it's stress and all that. So this kit has some, which has essential vitamins that entirely help you boost your energy levels, so you'll get rid of the fatigue and also have energy for your physical activity. So after this kit, we have the next program, which is a follow-up program. This pushes you for more 15 days, and I usually call this the main act, because it is during this program that you now we entirely focus on sustainable lifestyle changes, from showing you what portion control really means. Because most of us, however much we know, when you want to lose weight, reduce the portions, we end up starving ourselves. And the funny part is, when you starve yourself, the body is wired in a way that it realizes this person is no longer giving us what we need. So it results to a storage mode. Your body sticks to the food that you've eaten, and automatically your metabolic rate slows down. So with our program, mainly focus on nourishing your body with lesser portions, but still with the vital nutrients it needs for it to function at its best. And you'll be able to overcome such cases, because we've seen several people whereby they start their weight loss program, but then because of the overstarvation, these individuals now cease to lose weight. Let's say someone loses like 5 kgs, but then a few days later, someone ceases to lose weight, realize they have hit a plateau and they can't lose more weight. So as a result, what we do with our package, the Fit 15, it contains these 5 products from the C9, but then because of this extra push, it helps you break free from the plateau, and you're able to go through that phase. And I've seen several clients or several individuals, they always claim that, okay, my weight is no longer changing. But because of the Fit 15, what happens is you'll have more protein, which is still going to help you boost your metabolism further, and also keep your basal metabolic rate high, so you can easily break free from the plateau still. And it also has more therm, which also still has the capacity of boosting your metabolism further, so you're able to go through that phase of you not seeing changes. Because we all have that phase whereby, let's say if you're losing weight, you somehow your body tends to fight back, and somehow your hormones still tend to change. Out of the blue, you start getting funny cravings, and then you cease to lose the weight. But because of the Fit 15 continuation, you'll be able to sort out that issue of you not seeing more changes during your weight loss journey. And then it also still combines nutritional shakes, like I've told you, meal plans, and also workout guides. So you'll be supported throughout your journey. It also still supports muscle toning, and muscle is key when it comes to weight management. Whenever you use a weight loss program and you start losing muscle, you're most likely to have a lot of complications, from even having that immune system that will be starting to shut down, and also having a low metabolic rate. But because of the program, which still contains more protein, you will still be able to boost your muscle mass, and that means you can still burn more fat, you can still burn more calories, you can still feel much better, you can still look much amazing, even with more weight loss. And then generally, the Fit 15 program will also help you feel much better. So like I told you, these combinations, all of them, what they have in common is these amazing 5 different products. There's what we call as THAM. I usually call this a metabolic booster. Now, this is for those individuals who have issues like maybe I've tried several weight loss programs, but then I've been told my metabolism is low. Now, this is the solution for you. THAM has vital B vitamins, B12, B6, all these vital B vitamins play an important role in what we call as the metabolic pathways. There is that chain which generally yields energy, helps us burn more calories, waste off some calories. And it is through that process that we are able to burn more fat. If that process is quite faster, you're most likely to be able to overcome different complications like a slow metabolism. So THAM is well enriched with such vitamins, which will help you boost your metabolism and you'll be able to burn fat. Then if you've also come across individuals, let's say they use a certain weight loss program, and maybe they always realize that whenever they try to take anything, their energy levels are not that high to do their daily maybe commitments. They don't have energy to do the physical activity. THAM still helps you fight off that fatigue and raises your energy levels, so you're able to still push throughout your day without finding any difficulty when it comes to energy levels. And then also still THAM, it also has that capacity of helping you break free from what I call as the plateau, because it is very rare for you to lose weight throughout nonstop. Some of your body will try to fight back, but because of THAM, if you have THAM with you, you can easily fight back and be able to overcome that plateau because it's normal and biologically it's supposed to be there because your body has to prevent itself from losing more weight. But because of THAM, you're able to also break free from that plateau and you're able to be able to lose more weight. So it basically promotes thermogenesis, which is basically a fat burning process. It helps you still be able to waste off some calories in form of heat, so you can tend to sweat more. But through that process, you're also burning more fat throughout the process. And then still, it also increases energy and focus. So I've already told you it fights the fatigue because of its B vitamins. I've also already told you that it's also going to raise your energy levels generally. So if you always have challenges of maybe fatigue, low energy levels, it will still be a perfect solution for you. So still, we also have what we call as the appetite suppressant. I call it the appetite suppressant because it basically has cambogia, and cambogia is a fruit extract that entirely helps you have control over your emotions. Because most of what we eat, it's always it's essential that originates from your mind. The moment you fail to control your thoughts, you're most likely to go for whatever you find. You eat anything that you come across. But because of the cambogia, it is capable to help you have control over your emotions. So people always have those mental conditions of maybe emotional eating. You'll be able to overcome such conditions. And this basically helps you keep within a limited calorie deficit so that you can easily be able to burn more calories with ease. So it basically helps you reduce your calorie intake. And as a result, you can easily be able to lose the fat. So we also have the Forever Aloe Vera Gel. And this is one of our first movers. So like I told you, detox is key to weight management. And how do we detox, by the way? One, Forever Aloe Vera Gel, it's a prebiotic. That means it's food for the tiny microorganisms within your digestive system. So your tiny microorganisms feed on this Forever Aloe Vera Gel. When they feed on your Forever Aloe Vera Gel, it means you'll have more beneficial bacteria. Beneficial bacteria basically breaks down your undigestible deposits in your colon. And by doing that, you'll have what we call as the short chain fatty acids. And these short chain fatty acids basically will help you have control over your immunity generally. So you not get issues of you falling sick when you're trying to lose weight. We've seen several people. I had a client, she told me she was using a certain weight loss program, but then she got a lot of complications. Even her immune system was totally affected as a result of her just doing a certain weight loss program. But because of that, Forever has what we call as the aloe vera gel, which is part of our weight loss kits. So this entirely boosts your immunity through that process I've talked about. And then it also still helps you have control over your appetite, because when you have more beneficial bacteria, you have a lot of short-chain fatty acids, which will help you still have control over your cravings. So if you always have issues of you maybe finding it difficult to control whatever you're going to eat, this is still a perfect solution, because when you feed your good bacteria, you'll have a lot of benefits by just doing that. And it also still helps you regulate your glucose levels. Remember, when you regulate your glucose levels, sorry, another thing about weight loss, generally, it is just about regulating your glucose levels. That is the key when you want to lose weight. So what this does, it lowers the glycemic index of whatever you're going to consume. That means your blood glucose levels will not spike that much. And when we don't have a lot of glucose in our bloodstream, we automatically don't have a lot of production of insulin hormone. Because when you have a lot of insulin hormone being produced in your into your bloodstream, your body stores a lot of fat. But then if you have less insulin being produced because of the less glucose spikes in your bloodstream, your body tries to pick fat from the stored areas. So that means you can easily burn fat if you control your glucose levels. So that's how beneficial also the aloe vera gel is. So it feeds your good bacteria, which also help you still control glucose levels, but then it also still slows down the spike of glucose in your bloodstream. As a result, you can easily reduce production of more insulin, and you can easily still be able to burn the stored fat. So that means even people with diabetes need still these kits, so they can easily still lose fat with these amazing products, because still this will prevent the glucose spike, and at the same time be able to allow their bodies tap in those stored fats because of the less insulin that will be produced at the moment when they're using these kits. I've had several clients who have also been able to at least reduce their blood glucose levels at least back to some normal ranges just by using these kits with the aloe vera gel. And then also still, it's still an energy booster. Like I told you, when you have a lot of beneficial bacteria, it has an adverse effect on your entire body. And one of the effects that one can easily get from just using these kits with aloe vera gel, it's boosting your energy entirely and also allowing proper detoxification. So aloe vera gel is also still an antioxidant that helps neutralize the free radicals. And through that process, you always have your gut system entirely, your body being detoxified and also reducing risks of you getting complications. So no cancer risks. The kit is very safe for you because of these amazing products. So we also have fiber. So basically, fiber, they're carbohydrates. They're carbohydrates that your body can't digest, but they are food for the tiny microorganisms still in your body. So what we have at Forever, it's called the soluble fiber. It means it can dissolve. And when soluble fiber basically dissolves in your gut, you're most likely to have these benefits. One, it reduces the bad cholesterol. So that means one with hypertension can still use these products and still be able to benefit from the package. But still, fiber also has that capacity of adding bulk to whatever you've eaten, and you'll have regular bowel movement. So you'll not get issues of constipation, bloating. So that means one with complications of maybe gas, bloating, constipation, they'll still benefit from this amazing kit. And then for someone who's trying to lose weight, this basically keeps you fuller for longer hours. In case you're always having complications of maybe I always get a lot of cravings. I always feel hungry after a shorter period of time. So still fiber is also that major product that you shouldn't overlook. This is really an amazing product. So fiber in the kits, the C9 and the C9 program and the Fit 15 program, it's really an amazing product that I also personally advise anyone not to miss out, because this has lots of benefits. Imagine lowering your bad cholesterol, and that means you're not at a higher risk of you getting hypertension, stroke, cardiac arrest, etc. So you overcome most of the cardio complications. And then also still, imagine you are staying fuller for longer hours by just taking this fiber, which is part of those kits. Now, so that means anyone having issues of maybe diabetes and then also hypertension, maybe they want to lose weight, they can still use the products and also get those extra benefits. So now, I believe at this point we've already realized who benefits from taking these amazing products. Like I've told you, given the fact that these products, majorly they entirely work on weight management, but then you also get these extra benefits. I've already told you people struggling with excess weight can still be able to use these amazing products, and they can be able to reduce the risks of getting non-communicable diseases. And with non-communicable diseases, we mean things like hypertension, diabetes, etc., such diseases that can't be just communicated from one person to the other. And then also still, these packages can also be used by those individuals. Maybe they are working out, but they need a lot of energy. They don't have energy for the physical activity. Maybe they're always fatigued. You can still benefit from using these amazing products. And still, maybe those people are looking at boosting their vitality. You can still benefit from using the products. And also still, we also These packages are also advisable. They are very beneficial to individuals who have digestive complications. Assuming you have gas bloating, fiber is there for you. Aloe vera gel is there for you. Maybe you have issues of maybe toxin buildup. You're always having acid reflux. You're always having funny things regarding your digestive system. Like I've told you, what the items do for you, like aloe vera gel, it basically feeds your good bacteria. And by doing that, you'll have lots of benefits like boosting your immune system, regulating your glucose levels, lowering the bad cholesterol, balancing your hormones. So basically, I believe we heard about this thing that says that all the complications that we usually face, we as human beings, they start from our gut. So the gut is almost a control center for every bodily activity that we see on a daily basis. So not until you try to balance your gut environment, realize you'll be facing lots of different complications. Many people struggle with hormonal imbalance. Many people struggle with maybe things like fatigue, fog. Maybe people with even by the even cases of you getting inflammation, a lot of inflammation, they all originate from your gut. There is a bigger connection between your gut and most of your body organs. So if you balance your gut health, you're most likely to overcome at least 90% of such complications. And that's why anyone can still use this amazing combination. I mean, these amazing products. And then also still, for anyone who's trying to at least have a healthy lifestyle reset, these are products that you can count on. Now imagine you lose weight minus you getting diarrhea, because we've seen several people using weight loss products that even give them diarrhea. Diarrhea is basically dehydration, not weight loss. When you just dehydrate, that is not weight loss. Because now, what happens after the program? So when you gain back the weight because of maybe you've now stopped taking certain products that were giving you diarrhea, that means you can easily gain back that weight. And then also still, now imagine you can still lose weight minus you leaving food. Now, that means you can lose weight while eating meals that you want, but in a more guided way that is a bit healthier. And that's what weight loss is supposed to be. Weight loss is basically supposed to be sustainable, that even with or without the items that you've been using, you can still maintain your weight. I've had several clients that have coached way back in 2021, but up to now, they're still maintaining their weight by just mastering what I was showing them during the course of the program. So that's how healthy our packages can actually be. So these are not products that I will give you just a quick fix after the program. You'll gain back the weight. Why you do that, you get a lot of diarrhea. Why you don't eat throughout. You still eat food, but we show you what to eat and how to eat right. So this is a kit that you can count on if you're looking at a healthy lifestyle reset. So these are some of the results from real people. Here is our gentleman on our left. This guy managed to lose some good amount of kgs. Now imagine losing all that belly fat. Like I told you, it is belly fat that is the most deadliest, because it's that area, the abdominal area, that accumulates a lot of the other fat. I told you about the visceral fat, which comes with lots of complications like hypertension and extra fat. So now, if you lose that fat, for the gents, for the men, your waistline circumference must not exceed 94 centimeters. The moment it goes beyond that, according to the World Health Organization, you're at a higher risk of getting such complications. I've always talked to several clients. The moment they tell me, Ryan, I have maybe hypertension, I always tell them you do your waistline circumference. And it is very common. Out of 10, 9 have that circumference beyond the normal range. The same applies to women. There's a lady I hoped to we reversed it was hypertension by just losing these extra fats around the waistline, because her pressure had, shoot from that is 120 to about 180. But then she didn't give that clear attention to what her weight was. Okay, she knew she wanted to lose weight, but then I told her the moment you can just lose some inches off your waistline, you'll be able to at least overcome that condition somehow. And when we did, she lost about, I think it was about 10 inches, and only to check her pressure had started at least getting back to the normal range. And currently she's doing much better. Our pressure usually, it's usually between 120 to 122, which is at least quite much better. So that's how bad that fat around the belly can actually be. So you look at this lady, she used one of our packages. She used C9 from Senation to the Fit 15 package, then the thumb and other vital components. And now look at her. She managed to lose a lot of this visceral fat. So it is that visceral fat, the fat around the abdominal area, that makes things actually go from right to left. So if you can overcome such type of fat, you'll be able to live a much healthier life and be able to get rid of very many different non-communicable diseases. So now, we have what we call a sustainable weight loss. When it comes to sustainable or sustainability during weight loss, this entirely focuses on, are you able to maintain the routine that you've been following during the weight loss program? Because most of the funny programs that are on the market, realize you can't easily keep up with their routine after the program. You realize you do the program today, you lose weight, but then after the program, you find yourself getting a lot of cravings, getting a lot of maybe headaches, getting a lot of maybe getting dehydrated, and even getting complications with the immune system. So if you look at such a type of program and you can't easily keep up with what you've been doing, that means that program is not sustainable. Like the two major programs entirely focus on sustainable lifestyle changes. One, sustainability during weight loss, one must have balanced nutrition. So you must have healthier meals throughout. With balanced nutrition, we have what we call as macronutrients. These are nutrients that we need in large amounts, like proteins, like carbohydrates, and also of healthy fats. You must have those different macronutrients as part of what you're consuming on a daily basis. And also our program has extra of such macronutrients. And still, we also still have food to eat throughout your program. Still, you must keep hydration because hydration is key. It affects your metabolic rate. We've seen people who have been told that, okay, water makes you fat. Water has never made anyone fat, be it cold water, be it hot water, be it warm water. And hot water has never made anyone lose weight. It doesn't work that way because water has 0 calories completely. You can't gain water. I mean, you can't gain weight by just taking lots of water, or you can't lose weight by you taking water. What happens? These people usually have, we call them the fat diets that usually they are told to people that, okay, you will be taking warm water every morning. Of course, when you take warm water every morning, that means you've reduced the calories you're consuming. You're most likely going to lose weight because of the lesser calories you're consuming, because water automatically has 0 calories. So one must keep hydrating throughout the program. Usually advise one at least to do 8 glasses of water. That's about 2 liters minimum on a daily basis. It keeps your metabolic rate high. And then also we still advise one to do exercise, physical activity. Leave on these programs whereby they tell you, okay, with our packages, you're not supposed to do exercise. Exercise is key throughout your program. Reason being, exercise is part of what we call as the energy expenditure. It allows you burn more calories. It balances the equation of energy in and energy out. So if you miss out on one of the sides, let's say on one of the components on either sides, you're most likely not to get what you want. As long as you eat, you must at least be able to burn more calories. This type of physical activity, it could be from just baby steps, maybe walking, or maybe climbing stairs, or maybe jogging, bike riding, something simple. As long as it is physical activity, you don't have to do something with high intensity. Of course, we always advise one to start small. As long as they've not been active, it's better you start small. And that's what our program advises to do. And apart from that, it shows you what type of workouts you can do. Anyone can do these type of workouts, even with people with busy schedules. Maybe you're always busy, in and out of office. We still show you what to do. We still guide you throughout. It comes with a guidebook that has all what you need for you to do what you're supposed to do. Still, we advise one to have that consistency when it comes to using supplements within a healthy lifestyle. Of course, one has to keep up with those supplements that will, one, boost your metabolism, hope you give you the energy, keep you hydrated, keep your muscle mass high, maintain your protein intake to that perfect amount that you need on a daily basis. And this is what our products encourage you to have. And still, throughout your program, one must have support and motivation to help you have that sustainability throughout your program. Of course, weight loss is not always linear, it has ups and downs. But of course, with our program, we always provide you support. The person who sells you the kit doesn't just maybe sell to you a kit and that's all. We always provide that support throughout your journey. So, yes, our presentation has been a short one, but I believe from this session, we shall have that different perspective of what weight loss is supposed to be. Weight loss majorly, it's not supposed to be that, it's not a punishment. Weight loss can be done with food. Weight loss can be done with minimal exercise. Weight loss can be done with sustainability, baby steps on a daily basis. And that's what our program basically encourages. From the C9, you're able to have that energy, break free from the bad habits, have control over your emotional eating, be able to at least have that solid foundation. And from that, we shall go to the Fit 15 package, which now entirely teaches you what we call as the sustainability throughout your program. You learn how to balance your portions. You learn what to do when it comes to workouts. You learn how to adjust whatever situation that you're actually going through during the weight loss journey. And from that, you can actually go to the individual supplements, the ones that I've told you about, the thumb product, which entirely boosts your metabolic rate because of the B vitamins and gives you that energy, aloe vera gel for your digestion. And you can even benefit from these products apart from just you losing weight. You'll have control over your cholesterol levels, you'll have control over your sugar levels, you'll have control over your gut health, and you'll be able to have that healthy lifestyle change that you need and also have that total body reset. Yes, that's our presentation for today's session. I hope we've learned one or two things from that. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much for that training.
You're welcome.
Good night, everybody. Share the recording once it's done. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.